Hello, my name is Lucas Lee. I'm here to talk about a project about film versus games. Here is a model of mine, which is for the games model, and here's a reference image of what it's supposed to look like. At this moment, I don't have Photoshop, so I can't really do the texture of this model. What I did plan to do, if I had Photoshop, is to have a high quality texture of this reference, which I'll be making. This to give it more of a realistic feel. For example, like World of Warcraft, as you see in the character models, you can see that the design of the characters are very well detailed. So I do plan to try to do that for this model. But unfortunately, I don't have Photoshop. But overall, there's very few polys. So if it runs in the game, it should run pretty much smoothly. As the more polys you have, the harder for other people that has low performing PCs or devices will not be able to maybe run the game. So the lower the polys, the more likely for that person to run that game. Uh, okay. And this is my film model. As you can see, there's a huge big difference from the game model, as this looks a lot more realistic. So for film models, is mainly you have to try to make it more realistic, have all the finer details made. Like if you have the game model in the film, it doesn't look real and very noticeable, like putting you out of the film a bit. So having realistic model definitely helps with the film. Again, no texture as I don't have Photoshop. As you can see, most of these models are very high. Got lots of high poly, see finer details. Just look very nice and very clean. But yeah, overall, the difference with film versus games, that the game models will be running real time, so it'll be harder for the models that are high quality to run in real time if the device is not at the recommended performance to run that model or that game basically. But for films, they have a slight advantage as they have no limits. They just have to animate, model, and all of that will be done off time. So once the movie releases, everything's pretty much done. And yeah, the only downside for film is that if the model doesn't look realistic, people might be bothered by it. unlike games, we know that most games aren't realistic unless they aim to try to be realistic. So, yeah. So, thank you for listening.